The latest chapter of JJK was another exciting and action-packed installment. The battle between Gojo and Sukuna is reaching its climax, and the stakes are higher than ever. In the latest chapter, we see Gojo and Sukuna still fighting. I think it's clear that Gojo is the strongest jujitsu sorcerer alive, but he's also facing his toughest opponent yet, in Sukuna and Maharaga. Maharaga is a special grade Shikigami that is said to be unbeatable. After seeing Maharaga in the previous chapters, Gojo was careful to use only the curse technique lapse, blue, since Maharaga has the ability to adapt to any technique, which makes it a very dangerous opponent. The wheel on the Shikigami's back was turning, indicating that it is getting closer and closer to adapting Gojo's limitless technique. Yuji asked the question that was on the entire fandom's mind. How does the adaptation works for Maharaga? Does it require time? Meaning getting exposed to a technique for a certain amount of time will help the adaptation, or does it require experience? Meaning taking the attack multiple times and thus gaining experience will help the adaptation process. Once again, the fandom does not get a clear answer. What makes me proud is the fact that he used two techniques that many had predicted, including yours truly, in the fight. Curse technique reversal, red, and black flash. What was, perhaps the most impressive part, in the fight is Gojo's usage of red. In his landing of the attack. The red attack struck Sukuna's blind spot. Even with 4 eyes, he was not able to predict Gojo. Gojo was able to use his curse technique reversal, red, to land a surprise attack on Sukuna and caused him a great deal of pain. Even before Sukuna was able to recover from the attack, Gojo also used Black Flash, able to injure Sukuna further. But just as Sukuna is about to lose consciousness, in the last second, the wheel turns for the 4th and final time and thus completing the adaptation process of the Maharaga. Maharaga appears and seems to cut Gojo across the chest, causing his students and spectators to worry about the fight. Remember when Maharaga appeared for the first time, during this fight, a couple of chapters earlier, what was mentioned in the panel? The wry grin that shatters the balance. I am 99% positive that Gojo will lose, only because of the storyline and plot points. But he is truly the strongest. So, it is natural to predict that Maharaga will win the fight for Sukuna and Gojo will lose. However, since common logic does not work in case of Gojo, I think it's also possible that he will be able to find a way to defeat Maharaga. He is a very resourceful and intelligent sorcerer, and he's always been able to find a way to overcome his challenges. But, it won't be easy. Maharaga is a very powerful opponent, and Gojo will need to use all of his skills and abilities to defeat it. What's bugging in my mind is, remember during his training with Megumi, Gojo recounted a tale of a fight between a 6 Eyes and Limitless user and a 10 Shadows technique user. Both sorcerers perished in the battle, implying that the 10 Shadows technique is on par with the 6 Eyes and Limitless. So, there lies the advantage of Sukuna. Since Sukuna cannot beat Gojo in a one-on-one fight, he planned to use Maharaga to do some permanent damage and then sweep in to steal the victory. Kind of like the Marquis de Greymont from John Wick 4. Yeah, I said it. Come at me, Sukuna fanboys.